I like the sentiment of this purse. Okay, a foot. I have no words. Ooh, do I see a big goofy? And we are focused on resale items with a higher value these days. Okay, something's catching my eye here. And I'm thinking, like, what if that had gone the other way? What if she had said, I'm taking that?
I've been a reseller for nearly 40 years, and I can't imagine my life without thrifting. I've learned about a lot of things over the years, and I love to share my knowledge and adventures with you. So let's go be profitable and make it fun.
Well, it is senior day, and I am at the Goodwill Boutique because that is the day I like to come here because the prices are a little higher. It is the curated boutique, as they call it, kind of thing. So it makes looking for the better stuff a little bit easier, but they do price it a little higher. So 40% off is what we get here in Las Vegas. I know I get a lot of comments where some of you don't get any discount at your Goodwills, and that really frustrates me because it's such a good marketing tool. I mean, I come here and I spend way more than I would if there was no discount. I mean, it's very, very smart. It's very, very smart of them. Basically, seniors here in Las Vegas get 20% off every day. I don't really talk about that too much. And then Wednesday is our double discount day. That's why it's 40% off on Wednesdays for seniors. So we're going to go in here and we're going to see what really good items we can find for resale. And I miss having Noah here with me. Couldn't get him to come here this week. He wanted to do something different, so we did the estate sale. That video's up. And I'm doing this one solo. So without further ado, let's get shop done. And once again, we have a beautiful blue Las Vegas, almost spring sky. Ooh. All right, we're gonna get us our little lucky cart. Ooh, it looks like somebody just cleared off this table a little bit. Oh. Okay, those are like a cranberry flash. No, they're not. Those are painted. They fooled me. They fooled me. Either way, painting, flashing, staining. We tend to stay away from those. Look at this guy. He's pretty. Oh, $14.99. And he doesn't have a name, and he is resin. Even at 40% off, that's still a little bit on the pricey side for me. What is this? Oh my gosh, it's heavy too. It's a metal sculpture with all these stacked monkeys. And pretty much you guys were telling me monkeys are not like the big thing that they used to be. I need to look a little. I can't even pick that up with one hand. Stand by. Okay, I've kind of got it balanced on the table. You can see it was $375, so it is a bronze. It says Hardy Home, Amen Hardy Home, and it's a San Francisco Bay Trading Company. Oh, it's really heavy, and it's red tagged at $100. That means there is no discount on that one. So this store has everything up above all the clothing racks. And even the clothing is all curated here. So that's kind of nice too. Oh, you are like a flower frog kind of thing. It's interesting. I wish you had a color to you. I'm going to stay away from the plain clear glass. I have picked up a lot of this in my years, and I have sold some, but it's not a fast seller. I mean, it sells for pretty good money, but it's just not a fast seller, so I'm going to leave it. Sorry, that window is a little bright, but this was calling me over here. I think it's, yeah, it's 2 pieces. It's some kind of a steamer, right? I think it probably has a name. Stand by. Oh, yes. Tunisia. Bakhmara, Tunisia from, oh, it's from Williams-Sonoma. Well, that is very good. Let me see. I had to set the lid over here. $12.99. You know what? I think that's probably a very good piece. It would be like $8 for me. I know, it's big, it's heavy, but I think this is probably a $40 to $50 item, so I'm going to pick it up. The little shelves are not as full as they normally are today, so we're going to have to dig even harder for our treasures. We've got some Easter kind of themed things coming. That's a really pretty little FTDA 1988. That's really sweet, but I think we're gonna leave it. Are they concrete? Oh, they kind of are. They're from Target. Little chipped up beaks. It's kind of a pretty purple. Made in China. See who makes this one. Royal Albert. Oh, Royal Albert's pretty good. Lady Carlisle. That would be $6. That's a really pretty plate. I think I'll go ahead and pick it up. And on the other side, I noticed this piece of pottery here. It does look like a more contemporary, newer piece. Trying to look more valuable than it is, so I think we'll leave that. This is a really nice art pottery, kind of a baking pan. It's just a studio art pottery piece. I don't think I'm going to pick that one up today. What do we have here? We have a little fairy water snow globe. I really don't like shipping these. I have anxiety with shipping liquid-filled items. May continued success always be yours with love and appreciation, the Ahern. So see, it's very personalized. I think she will have to stay. Let's see. See, you can see the shine on this just from a mile away. It's very contemporary, and then it's got crazing that is not intentional. It's just because it was just not done very well. She does look vintage, but I don't know that this kind of collectible is all that desirable these days. You know, a big statue, she probably had it was probably a pair and they faced each other. I don't know. I'll probably research that a little bit on the edit, but I'm going to leave her. Okay, these are cool. These bookends. Let's see who makes you. Why do I like bookends so much? They would only be $6. They're not super well made. I don't know. They would be, what, I just looked at the price. They would be $6.12. I think I could get $20 for those, so I will go ahead and pick those up. I think that's missing a drawer. Yep, missing a drawer. And more birds. Okay, interesting piece of glass, kind of a teardrop shaped, and it is signed Orifers, I do believe. Yes, you got the little Orifers mark. Okay, focus, focus, focus. But they do want $24.99. Oh, now there's another really cool piece. This looks Polish, not signed, but this is the advantage of just kind of knowing your glass. It's really big too, and like, there's my hand. It's a very good size. It would be around $8. I have no problem picking that up for $8. And this is just a cheaper made imported glass. Yeah, look at like the little rumply rumples at the top. I do look at the purses on senior day, but they do red tag a lot of them. I'm not seeing too many red tags in here, but I'm also not seeing too much excitement in here either. That looks like maybe a Betsy Johnson. Maybe not. No, it doesn't really have the Betsy Johnson quality. I think this is just more like one of the little Target brands. Stand by. Yeah, it's not even labeled with a maker mark, so we'll leave that one. This looks interesting. It is leather. Nice little crossbody organizer purse. It would be $8. Couture? Oh, something tells me that's worth picking up. Let's go ahead and get it. You know, I just went to give it a look up and realized I left my other phone in the car. I need to go get that. That makes me very uncomfortable. We'll finish looking at the purses, and then I'm going to have to go get my phone. See, here's a red tag. Why are you red tag? Because you are a fossil. And you are what is that? Elvasa? I have no idea. I'm not a purse girl. I gotta tell you, I'm just not a purse girl. I know Vera's. Ooh, $24.99 for the Vera. Vera's just are hot right now. I like the sentiment of this purse. Okay, it's rescued. And as long as we were there, we got ourselves a second cart. All right, let's head over to our little kitchen section over here. See what we got. They're quite busy this morning. I don't normally come to a store in the first hour. I like to wait until they get a new cart of stuff out for the day, but today's schedule is running a little tight. Let's see what we got here. Not neutral. They're ants. Season ant napkin rings. Okay. I don't know if I want ants holding on to my food napkin. Okay, so $6 on these. It's not horrible. It's not horrible. We got Kansas City, Paris, and California. I'm going to give these a look up. Yep, these are good. We are going to get all three. Peek at what this is back here. It's an interesting... Okay, I've asked this before, this textured. I remember this being popular, and I don't know what the name of this is. So anybody that used to do this kind of stuff, what, 80s, 90s? Let me know. Let me know what that's called. And let's see if we have any more of those mugs. Oh, I do like Mr. Grinch. How much are you, buddy? $8 would make you like $5. I think he's a good pickup. And I like the the change. It looks like a Spectrum Designs. Are you? No, you're Heartland Hive. Brand new with tags. I like this. I think this will be an easy seller. All right, let's look one last time back here. Yours. Oh, those are Starbucks. Are you Opal House? Washington, D.C. Okay, nothing else here. Okay, I'm a little bit enamored by this soup bowl. Oh, it's a set. Oh, you got to get the whole... It's not really a... Is it a set? It's not really a set. It's not really a set. Because there's only one. Oh, no, there are two of these. There are two of these, but they are $12.99 red tag. They're Tesco. They're just super cute anthropomorphic vegetable soup bowls. I like the lids. I like the little... I like it, but not for resale. All right, 90s art seems to really be showing up in the thrift stores lately. Ooh, it's very folky. Lowell Herrero. See, he's known for doing the cat art. Didn't know he did like cows, farm scenes. That's kind of cool. $39.99 red tag. And just not exciting enough to deal with that big of a piece of art right now. Cute little wicker mirror. Thunderbirds. And then they still have their wall of clocks. see one last little section over here. Crosses will be a good seller. I mean, they're usually a good seller, but they'll be even bigger, better seller during the Easter season. All right, they've got a few little linen things. I don't see anything screaming at me. I tend to stay away from like grays and blacks in the linens. You need something that appeals to someone in a picture, and that sometimes can be a hard thing to accomplish depending on what the item is. Because after all, people are buying from a picture. I think that is a Ray Dunn wine stash. Yes. $12.99. We will leave her. Oh, this is a cute little set. Look at this. The Pour Moi. It's got the sugar. Probably would have had a little spoon there. This is interesting. And it's sucre. Who makes you? You are Balducci. Oh, for Anthropologie. Oh, I love this. Creamer 3-piece set coming with us. Got a little teacup. Tidbit tray. Aw, hello puppy.
Gracias.
And there's a glass knot made by the Diamond Star Corp. Not super high-end, but it is only $6, so I'm gonna pick that up. And there's another one, but this one, I don't think I like this one as much. So here, you can take its spot. You just are too lumpy. Okay, what is this? I'm not exactly sure, but it's resin. It was $40 wherever it came from. It's a candle holder made to look like all these crystals, but it's got an odd look. But the lion, oh, he's just a single. He's a very famous lion statue, the Lion of Renaud, I do believe, but he would have had another piece, probably, you know, the rest of his body, basically. I don't know if he's worth, no, he's chipped. If he wasn't chipped, I was contemplating getting him as a single, because that is the important part of the lion, you know, would be the lion's head. Got a wine chiller. Another interesting piece of abstract art. Ooh, and a bird cage. How much are you? $12.99. You would be $8. I don't want to ship that. I just don't want to ship that. Otherwise, I'd probably pick it up. Okay. A foot. I have no words. But I do like the little staghorn candle holder for, how much are you? I see purple tag is, it would be $6. I'm grabbing that. Let's see, that's very sparkly. Who makes you? FTD, huh? Would not have guessed that. There's a lot of empty spots, meaning a lot of stuff is sold this morning already. Always makes me wonder what sold, what went out the door that I missed. This is WMF Ecora. Used to be a good pickup. It's come down in value these days. That is an interesting little box. Very contemporary though. Cast iron. Modern though. Very modern. Ooh, do I see a big goofy? That is a big goofy mug for $6. Yes, we'll pick that up too. Just a glass plate, some resin apples. It's kind of cute, but it is resin. And we are focused on resale items with a higher value these days. So resin has to be pretty spectacular to be picked up. This is made in Italy. Oh, I like this. Look how pretty that is. I just really don't want to ship that big of an item. Is that a Precious Moments Disney? You are. Okay, let's see how much you are. it would only be $8. See, I think of the Precious Moments, the Disney ones still do quite well. I think I will pick her up. She's fantastic. I see a pretty blue bowl with crimped edges. It would be $8. I'm not super excited about that pontal though. It does look like a cheaper made piece, and it's very, not thin, but it's thinner than it should be if it was like a mid-century piece. So, and I think that's just scuffing. I don't think that's a signature on there. So, you know what? I'm gonna leave it. Easter is coming. Lots of big pieces tend to end up in this store. This looks like that kind of fake goofus glass kind of stuff. Yep. It's pretty. Not worth a whole lot on the resale market. I see quails. I see little quails. I think this originally came with 2 small ones and a big one because I have this set in a different color. I can't leave the quails behind. Pretty little vase. Probably had a top with a little ginger jar at one time in its life. Cute little shoe. Those are, again, kind of that fake goofus glass. Looks like they don't hold up very well. These are little German glasses. Romer, I want to say. Usually see them in the green. The amber's a little bit more rare. It's a set of 5. I would have to sell them as a set of 4. And I'm really trying to stay away from glassware with multiple pieces just because. We've got some JFK statues. They've got that Freeman McFarlane finish on them, but I don't know that they're that old. They are both the same. They came from, I mean, they are older. That's more of a vintage store tag on there. Oh, that one's broken. He's broken. I don't know. I've never been really much into like the political or presidential collectible type stuff, so I'll leave those for somebody else. I'm still keeping an eye out for my Mother of the Bride dress. But I suspect when I go to San Diego in a couple of weeks, she's going to help me find something. These are some Ray Dunn Thanksgiving mugs. That's actually a really good price. It would be $6 for 2 of them. I feel like I can get those for $6. I do like these flower bowls. This one does not look old. This looks newer. It looks more like a recycled glass versus like the Indiana glass ones that are mid-century, so I'm gonna leave that. Okay, the little Easter gnomes are very cute. This is their yellow tag items. They are $10 each, so we won't be picking those up. But we can admire their cuteness for sure. Saw this blue bottle sitting over here for $7.99. It says Canada on the bottom. It's pretty plain and common, so I think I'm going to leave it, but interesting find. Somehow I missed these. Are these Ray Dunn also? No, they're signature. Feed Me and Thirsty Basics. Very cute. I know, back to the foot, but this caught my eye. Looks like it might be Arthur Court. Let's see. It says, is that Arthur Court? Just all squished together? Or something else, 1995. It just, the grape thing just doesn't really do a lot for me, and it's $6. I think I'm gonna leave that one. We've got some Arrow bookends, are kind of cool. They came from Home Goods. A lot of stuff comes from Home Goods. People like Home Goods. The stuff has resale value because, well, oh my gosh. It was $14.99 at Home Goods, and they've priced it at $14.99. See, now that doesn't make sense to me. And even if I could sell it for more, it's just the principle of the thing. I am just not going to honor that pricing. Okay, something's catching my eye here. It looks like it could be a Mats Johansson piece. It's not signed, but it's that intaglio glass paperweight. You know what? We'll pick that one up for $6. Okay, the jewelry. I have gotten some really good jewelry at this store. Ooh, that's a very interesting pin there. Oh, there's definitely some things I'm going to pull out and look at. I see a clamper bracelet. I'm going to look at those red beads. Let's see. Probably going to look at that, kind of that fashion flower. I know it's probably just a fashion piece, but I want to get my hands on it just to make sure. Those are some older pearls. Okay, I see some things to look at. Stand by. Okay, here's all my little jewelry finds. I'll go into it more when I get back to the car. Okay, they're a little busy, so I didn't want to sit there and take up time filming the jewelry purchases, but as soon as I get to the car, I'm going to show them to you, so stay tuned for that. Okay, I'm actually, I got halfway home and then I'm like, wait a minute, I forgot to film the jewelry that I bought. So let me show you the jewelry that I bought. So jewelry is one of my learning curves right now, and I tend to buy a lot of pieces that I just really want to explore and learn, and I'm going to make some mistakes. You know, not everything is going to be a fabulous hit. I was tangled. I couldn't figure out why. And then some things are going to end up being home runs, and I'm going to learn from that. So as I buy most things, I buy a lot on just a feeling, just a gut, just a attraction kind of to a piece. And I know dragons are hot right now. I'm looking. I don't see a name on this, but look. It's a clamper dragon claw. Come on. That is so cool. I mean, Renaissance fair, that kind of stuff. I did pay, it was like $8 because of my 40% off. So I'm pretty excited. I think I did make some notes here. I think this one's going to be worth, you know, $25 to $30 just because it's so super cool. The other one, I know these clamper bracelets, some of them can be tremendously good. Like that one that looked like a Kenneth J. Lane. It actually was from that store. Does that have a mark? No, I think that's just part of the lion's head. But sometimes these can be quite fabulous. This guy, I don't see a maker's mark, so I can't really contribute it to one particular designer, but it has a very, very nice look to it and a nice feel. And I paid, I'm trying to think what the math was on this, like $8 or $9, because it's $14.99 minus 40%, whatever that comes to. And this one should do about, where's my notes? 30 to 40 on. Now, if this was a name, they can go for over 100 easily. So 30 to 40 is like the reproduction price on that. If I discover that it's got a name, then I'm going to be a happy girl. These are real freshwater pearls. I'm not sure what the little stones are. I haven't checked with my gem tester yet because I just pulled over. This has the fish hook closure, which I think is an older closure, and I might even test that for gold. It's very possible that it is gold. I never can get these unhooked though. I don't know who came up with this fish hook thing, because they're dreadful to me. Anyway, I paid, again, like $8 or $9 for the little string of freshwater pearls, and those should be 25 to 30. I got this, I believe is a jade, and I'm going to test it when I get to my gem tester. And if it's jade, that is a quite good little catch for, again, $8, $9. It's got the little, kind of that oblong lobster claw, which I find very intriguing. It's got some little beads all through here. This one, again, should be 25 to 30. I got, some of my tags came loose. Trying to figure out who's who in here. I got some really, really nice pins. And so this one, I know it's a vintage pin just by the construction. Can see how it's made. It's not a newer construction. It's older. It's not signed, but it's very, very appealing. The pins are generally in the $12 to $15 range. Some of them 15 to 20, depending what it is. This is just a really cool little abstract, kind of a 90s homemade piece. You can tell it's homemade. They just glued the closure on there, but it's really, really cool. Again, paid $5.99. It's worth $12 to $15. What other? Oh, I got a couple of really cool ones. This pinwheel is kind of fascinating. Again, I can tell it is an older pin just by the way it is made. So, and the jewelry will end up over on the Niche Shopping Network. I usually do jewelry sales with Dawn of Hudson Vintage on Fridays. You know what? I just found a mark. I found a mark on this. Hold on. Let's see. It's oh, what does that say? Okay, this one appears to have a mark. I'm going to have to get a loop and look a little closer. But I love the dark green and then the lighter green little rhinestones that, again, could test as gems. Paid $5.99. This piece. Now, JJ makes this piece, and all the ones that I found that are JJ are signed. This one is not signed. So is it an unsigned JJ or is it a knockoff of a JJ? I don't know, but it's really cool. It's that mythological kind of fantasy creature type pin. Can see the back. Cannot find a mark as I would like to find on it. And Rachel and I both looked thinking maybe it's just hidden, but nope. But it is the exact same pin as the JJs. So I don't know. I'm going to still put it at 12 to 15. If it was the JJs, it would be a lot more. Uh-oh, I am missing an earring. I'm missing an earring. Where did you go? Well, I can show you. Oh, here it is. It fell. Ooh, that could have been gone forever. These are little, I believe they're chalcedony, if I'm saying that right. I think that is the stone that they are, is a chalcedony. There we go. Yep. Just really cute little set of earrings that I think I paid only like $5 for these because they were half price. Purple tags were half price. There should be 15 to 20. My favorite piece, I think, of all that I found was when I pulled this out. I already liked the pin, but I liked it even better when I saw it was a Coro. Show you that mark there. There it is. Coral mark. Coro. Coro, very good brand in the costume jewelry. Some pieces sell for hundreds of dollars. This piece should sell in the 25 to 30 range. I'm thinking. And now, Donna's been bugging me. Danny, you need to get a torque. You need to get a torque. I think I found a torque. She's going to tell me whether this is a torque or not, right? Is this a torque? So you slip a pendant on this and is this, did I do right? Did I do, because you're supposed to be able to then like put, say, a pin. I'm looking like you could put a pin on as your, the pin has to be closed. Stand by. Okay. So then you wear the pin as a pendant with your torque, right? That's how that works. Am I getting this right? Am I learning? Am I learning these things? Anyway, that's my jewelry haul. I always find some pretty decent pieces at that store. And sometimes I find some really, really good pieces at the store. It was a little odd because as I was standing there waiting for a cashier to come over and help me pull out some pieces of jewelry, people started gathering behind me and looking too. And I always get a little territorial when that happens. It's like, me first, because there's so many pieces that I knew I wanted to pull. And fortunately, there was one piece that they pulled out for another lady, and I said something because you guys told me, say something. I said I actually was going to look at that piece, but she looked at it, and then she says, I'm not going to take it. Do you want to look at it? And I'm thinking, like, what if that had gone the other way? What if she had said, I'm taking that? I would have had to have said something, right? How would you deal with that situation? I'm just not a confrontational person. I am just not that person. And then I'm like, WWJD, what would Jesus do? He'd let them have it, right? Okay, let me know your thoughts on that. I want to know. How would you handle it if somebody goes after a piece that was there long after you were there waiting to see the jewelry? Because there's so many pieces that, sometimes you want to see. You can't say that, you know what I mean? Anyways, looking forward to your comments. And now go be profitable and make it fun. And we'll see you on the next one.